you, Connie, for reminding me. Got it. Okay. All right. So again, welcome everyone to our Monday night power huddle, team power huddle, all of that. This is a power night, you guys. And so I'm excited that all of you are on. So who has something that they want to share and crow about? Anybody? We want you to pop on. Who has something they want to crow about? Something exciting that happened this past week.
Okay, so I had my first color appointment on Saturday.
Okay.
And actually probably the first any kind of thing like that. And I had my first party that I did by myself last week. So
very good. Awesome. Now, was it, Annette, in person or was it virtual?
Which one?
The one that, well, both.
Well, the party on Wednesday was in person, and I did the Waverly party, which was, that just makes me feel more comfortable because I have to stumble over myself.
That's okay. Hey, whatever you feel comfortable doing.
And actually, the people that were there, they really liked it too.
Great. Just on the hand.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And the color appointment was on virtual.
Was virtual. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so did you send out like the color cards when you did the color? How did you do that?
Well, I had already sent her a color card, but she was interested in one of the color looks that is on the website, I think mm-hmm. the Midnight Blues. And because she has beautiful blue eyes and she likes to wear blues. And so we did that.
Okay, great.
So I sent her I ordered the samples and sent those to her. And I couldn't get the sample of the eyeshadow. And so I just went ahead and ordered the actual eyeshadow. Mm-hmm. And then my order got screwed up and they didn't send me. It said on the thing that I got it, but I didn't. So
and you called them.
But I did. But I have, because you hooked me up with Christy, then I also got hooked up with somebody else here in the Villages, another director here in the Villages, and I called her and she had it.
Great. Okay, yep. Good. Well, and Mary Kay will always honor that. If you didn't get it, they'll ship it out to you for free. So always.
But then I screwed up and forgot to tell them that it needed to come to this address instead of to Texas, and it went to Texas.
Oh no. Oh,
it just was a little,
Right. I have to watch that too when I send out prizes to you. Yeah. So definitely. So, okay. Who else has something they want to crow about? Anybody else? Okay. Nobody? Chaz, crow.
So we had one of our little monthly events at our studio, and we had some guests there. But one of the guests said something very interesting, and I had never thought about it this way. They were asking questions about the business. We're wrapping it all up, and she said, "Okay, well, so let me ask you about how to get started, because I've always thought if I have to spend money on something, let me figure out how to make money by buying that. So I need skincare. I'm going to buy skincare. Now, how can I turn that around and make money off of it?" So let's talk about getting started.
Oh, great. How exciting. Yes. So, and Tess, I'm so glad you said something about that, because that is something I'm going to talk about tonight. Okay. Is working this business full circle. Okay. That is something I'm going to be talking about. So, all right. Anybody else? Anyone else have anything? Okay, well, we're going to jump right into some training, okay? And so the first thing is what I want to talk about, of course, is I'm going to have Dee talk about the adopted child, gifted child. And so I know y'all all know all about it, what goes in it. I know y'all know all about that, okay? But Dee's going to give you some dates and go ahead, Dee. Go ahead and take it away.
Okay. So show of hands, how many is working on the gifted child? Okay. All right. Good. So if you have team members, remind them to work on it. It's a great way to be able to have an order big enough to get active. If you have some inactive team members, it's a great way for them to be able to get active, because 15 sponsored and you can at least get active. But the dates that we need to know about is your products really need to be ordered by April 30th, because you want to get them back in time for us to be able to assemble them. So we're going to assemble them on May 10th. That's a Wednesday. For those of you, Peggy and I think Annette's working on this too. For those of you that's out of state that is working on the Gifted Child, remember to ship them to your director, and so they need to be shipped to us for us to get them before the 10th, because the 10th is when we will go to the studio and assemble them. So you'll want to be sure and get them ordered in time by April 30th, shipped to your director. And then you'll want to Venmo your director money to buy the chocolates, and then also your money to buy the bags. They are 17 cents a piece. Okay. So 10th, for those of you that's around here that likes the assembly line party, it's always so much fun. We have everybody to bring a snack to share, and we just snack all night while we're assembling the gifts. So it's just a lot of fun. Most of us go straight from work, so we have the work clothes on, and that's fine because we're going to be working, assembling. And then on Friday the 12th, which is Mary Kay's birthday, is the day that we actually plan on delivering our gifts. So for those of you that want to go with us, you'll want to start asking for that day off now if you need a day off from work. And we'll start, most of the time we start about 8:30. I have not fixed up my itinerary yet to know where to tell you to meet us. Most of the Denton folks meet us at the studio. But I'll let you know that a little bit closer to time. So remember, April 30th. So you still have, another week. And so we just need to work like crazy. We have till Sunday. I know I've got to get busy. I haven't really even hardly started yet with everything going on with me. But work. I guarantee you, if you'll take 15 or 20 minutes every day, maybe your 30-minute lunch hour, and send out text, copy, paste as fast as you can, you will get sponsors. I promise you. If you need that text, holler at me. I can get it sent out to you if you missed it. I know we've posted it several times. But anyway, I would like to get a count real quick tonight. So if y'all will
They can put it in the chat, Dee, or they can come on.
In the chat and tell me your numbers. I would like to get a count of the numbers that we have so far with you that's on here. And that means people that you've collected the money for, so that you have them sponsored. So if y'all would type in the chat, we'll give you a count at the end of the meeting. Okay, back to you, Miss Kelly Fuller.
Okay. All right. Christy said she's got 22. Yay, Christy. Who else wants to put it in the chat there? So that way we kind of see Dee's adding them up there. So that way, but just get that in the chat. So definitely. All right. And I know I sent out one today and someone said, do I take PayPal? And I don't take PayPal. Okay. And so I said, I can send you a message or an invoice for credit card. Okay, so y'all do know that you can do that. All right, it's going to cost you, that credit card fee. Okay, but that's better than chasing down a check or waiting for a check or whatever it might be. And so, and you remember, you do have a little bit of profit in there that you are making. It's not a lot, but it's enough to cover your fee there. Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely. Okay. So I see some more people getting on. Hey. So glad y'all are on. Okay. So yeah, as you go in, put in the chat how many adopt or gift a child that you have. All right. So definitely. I know Amy's working on it, but y'all, there's still plenty of time for you to get that. Still plenty of time. Okay. All right, so some other things that we need to be talking about. So Tess, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk to you about PCP. No, no, I'm talking to you about Star Consultant. And Star Consultant is a fabulous program. And you just work your business the way you're supposed to work your business. And Mary Kay gives you points, credit, and then you go shopping with those credits. So it's for 4 quarters. There's 4 quarters in the year. It's every 3 months, and it ends on the 15th of each month. And we are in the very last quarter. And so the first level is 1,800. That's the Sapphire level. And it goes up with 600 increments from there all the way up. So like the first level is Sapphire, it's 1,800. The next level is Ruby, and it's 2,400. So when you get to Sapphire level, you get 2,000 credits. When you get to Ruby, you get 3,000 credits. But the great thing about this STAR program is you don't lose anything in between. So say, for instance, you are at 2,200 when you finish out the quarter, and you think, well, I just lost that $200 because I'm not down to Ruby, and but I passed Sapphire. Well, you still get credit. So if you get if you did 2,300, because that's what I wrote down, you get 2,200 points, credits. So that's what you get to spend. So you don't lose anything. And you get to redeem those credits anytime you want to. You can save them all up. We didn't get to used to do this, and we didn't get to have all those extra credits. And we had to spend it when it was the end of the quarter, and we had to pick what they, basically gave us. But there's all kinds of stuff for you to pick. Also, when you get a qualified team member, that means that team member comes in with a $600 order. That bumps, you get $600 credit also. So that bumps you to the next level. That means you get more credit as well. So it's not just about selling, it's about team building also. And Kelly's already told us we're talking about working full circle. That's another great way to work full circle for you to get extra credit. Now, these are accumulated during those 3 months. So you don't have to do 1,800 all at one time, but they give you, the company also gives you an incentive to break that down. You know how Kelly's always breaking down the numbers. Let's divide it all up. So if you do 600 each month, that's your 1,800. And 600 each month also gets you the jewelry, also gets you the prize that they're giving out for that month. When you do Star Consultant all 4 quarters, you become an all-star consultant, and you get an extra quarter, you get an extra prize. When you come to seminar, you get an extra prize for that. And that's also based on your amount that you ordered. So you get credits for that as well. So I have some screen sharing to share with you if I have time.
Yes, go right ahead.
Well, here we go. Let's try this out. So all of that information is on InTouch, of course. So when you go to InTouch, right here, you see Star Consultant Program. You scroll on down and it'll tell you all about the Star Consultant Program. It'll tell you about the All-Star Program. It's got some videos in there and some supporting material. That conversion chart that I just was telling you about, that if you ordered 2,300, you get 2,200 credits. So you can, always know where you are and know how close you are to your prize. Here is the Star Boutique, the Star Store, and you can go right across here and you can search for whatever you want to search for. If you want some jewelry, if you want some home and office, if you want outdoor stuff. I don't know why anybody wants to be outdoors on purpose, but maybe if you want sports and fitness, again, not my jam, but it could be yours. I don't know. So electronics would be more my thing. So I would click on electronics. and I would see, oh, tablets and PCs and all that kind of good stuff. And all the stuff that I could look for. So here is, here's a mount. Maybe you need a car mount for some reason, and it's 1,000 credits. Well, if you're at 1,800, if you start, you've already got that. You've already won that. But maybe you want something a little bit bigger than that. So we're just going to keep on. Let's go to page 36, see what's there. An Apple iPad. Oh, who wouldn't want an extra one of those? So those are 161 credits. But again, remember that you get to accumulate those for forever. And, you know, it may take you a little while to get there, but not necessarily when you're team building and you're doing all the fun stuff to get there. If you want to know where you are also, I need you to go away. My little thing is in the way and I can't get to where I want to go. Can you move? Well, I can't get to my tab. This other little thing over here is in my way. But there's reports. Just trust me. There's reports. You go to reports. Oh, it just went away. And you can see how close you are in your reports. So right here, if you want Sapphire, you're $1,000 away. If you want Ruby, you're $1,600 away. Diamond, you're $2,200 away. This particular consultant is. So you can go in there and look and see how far away you are, but pick your prize, pick it, see what you want, and then let's accumulate those points because you already have this conversion chart that's going to tell you exactly how many credits you're going to get for whatever you do. And so you will know where you need to be and you can get to that prize that you want. Oh, one more thing. When you're a star consultant, Mary Kay also recognizes you as a star consultant. So when somebody goes to search for a consultant, your name will pop up first in that area.
Very good, Tess. Very good. Okay, so does anybody have any questions for Tess on that? I know one thing is the app. Okay, like I pulled up my app real quick and looked at my points right there. And so I want to know, did those of you that were star last quarter that ended, what was it, March 15th? Okay, did you pick a prize or are you banking your points? I want to know. What did you do, Tess?
Oh, I'm banking all of mine.
Okay, I banked mine. Dee?
This is Vicky. I did both.
And what'd you do, Vicky?
I got the decal for my back window in my car. Oh, no, I got my magnets for my car. And then I saved the rest of it.
Perfect. Great. Okay, great. You know what, Vicky, I'm so glad you said that because just made me think is I need new business cards and I need labels for my product. Okay. So, the little labels you put on the back of your product. So I could go in and I could use some of my points and get MK Connections money. Okay. And then instead of having it come out of my pocket, why not let that pay for that? Okay. So Vicky, I'm so glad you said that because I wasn't even thinking I could go in and use part of that and get my business cards and my stuff. Okay, somebody did say, Terry said she wants the QR codes. Now let me ask y'all this. How many of you do have the business cards with the QR code? Vicky. Now, Vicky, there was some chatter, okay, on our director tips. We have a director Facebook page. And so there was some chattering on that, directors talking about it, that when you scan that code, it doesn't take you automatically to your website. Is that correct?
I think it did. Let me double check it.
Okay. Because they were saying it doesn't go straight to your website. It takes you to a Mary Kay site and then they have to put your name in. So there was some chatter about that.
That's possible. Let me double check.
Okay.
Take you to the
Christy
app.
says no. Do what, Tess?
That is exact. Oops, I'm sorry.
Oh.
It does take you to the Mary Kay website and then they have to put your name in. Because I have a lot of people that use that to go and look and then they call me and say, hey, I want this, you have it. So
Okay. Tess, what was you gonna say?
Oh, I thought it took you to the app, the ordering app,
No. Mm-mm,
to
mm-mm.
the website.
Yeah.
I thought it would take them directly to our website. I'm surprised it doesn't.
Yeah, I know that's what the
That-
chatter was about. And so
Yeah, that's not good.
But I no, so the directors was saying that they're working on that because I was going to get the ones with the QR code. And
Well, it does say scan to download the app.
so I know you'll have to scan that and see where it takes you, but just
Yeah.
it didn't work. Okay, it takes you just to the
Mm-mm.
Mary Kay or marykay.com.
Well, that's sorry.
Yes. So, I mean, so seriously, I mean, that's why the directors weren't real excited about that. And so, but I do know that Mary Kay is working on that because there was some chatter and about that. So when I'm saying chatter, I'm just saying directors was going back and forth with it, saying what's not good about it and, you know, that kind of things. So, I mean, just if you were, I'm just thinking, so if you were out and about and you met someone and you handed them your business card, yeah, your name is on the business card, but they scan that QR code, they're going to have to put their name in that, your name in that In Touch. Right. Okay, Tess, so do you have one right there?
I do, and mine took me to the app.
It took you to the app. Okay. So now show me yours, Tess. Okay, is the app,
Mine
does
took
it
me
have
to
your
the app
name?
also. Mine took me to the app, but it says
Yeah.
shop.
It took me to my consultant right here. See,
So it did. Okay, so it did take you to the ordering app that's your website.
Mhm.
Okay, so Chrissy, check yours and see how if that's what that did. But Vicky, yours takes it to the ordering app.
Actually, mine came, yeah, but it says personalize your beauty routine. Okay, yep, because if you push on consultant, it has my name
Okay,
and shop. Yeah, so it takes me to the ordering app.
okay,
Yeah.
hey, y'all, it'll only take you there if you've already been in there. If it's a new person, they have to go in and tell them that they want you as your consultant.
Oh,
oh, okay, I see. So if it's someone new that hasn't registered,
Right.
okay,
And I usually help them through that process because I want them to pick me. I
okay.
don't want them to pick D over on the other side of crime.
Right, that's right. Okay, well, I
that's
mean,
good to
this is
know.
good. I mean, this is good information that we do know this,
Yeah.
okay, and how that does work. That is why it's so important when you are getting like your kickoff party, your first launch party and things like that. I know just like with Jessica and with Annette, talked about have like something that says when you register on my website, then your name will go into a drawing. Okay. And so that way you're getting them to go in and register before your party even starts. Okay. So I just think that's, important to do that. And you can go in now if you're a seasoned consultant and you've had your your website for a while, you can go in and on your private group and just say, hey, I'm, in a contest to have, 15 people register on my site and when you do, then I'll give something away, a free mascara, okay, to one of the people that register, okay, and then they'll just go in and put in the comments, I'm registered, okay, so on your page, so that way you're getting people to register.
Kelly,
your
when
page.
they register, you also get an email about it.
Right, that they've registered. Yes. So, okay. So why don't y'all, do that this week? Do some type of content. and give away, I hear a train. Yeah, I think it's Vicky. Yeah, that's okay. So, but I mean, why don't we do that this week and see how many people we can get registered on our customer, on our website, okay? And give away a free mascara, y'all. It's only $7.50. And once they go in there and register, they usually shop, okay? They usually shop. So,
Yeah, I did that with both of my parties.
yeah. And did it work?
Oh yeah, no. And the first one I had people that registered that didn't make it to my launch party, and then I also had everybody registered for my party this week. So yeah.
Okay.
And I
Great.
I asked them ahead of time because I wanted to get them registered so I could send, because the party was after the PCP deadline. So I was trying to get them registered so I could send them a catalog.
Right. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. All right, Jessica, I do have a question for you. I know you were asking me about Star Consultant. Okay. I know you were asking about that. Did you go in and there you are. I was looking for you on the screen. Did you go in and order a prize or did you bank them?
No, I banked them.
You banked them. Okay. All
But
right.
I do want to get with you about mine because I guess the big order I placed the end of March
Mm-hmm.
didn't, I don't know, does it even get, what quarter does that go into?
It will not update until the end of the quarter.
When is that?
So if you did it the end of March, that's going to be this quarter. Okay. And this quarter ends June 15th.
Okay, yeah, I just got to figure out what quarter is when and.
Okay. Well, let me tell y'all that. Tess, since you're a Star Consultant, why don't you tell them the quarters, how the quarters go?
They end every month, or every 3 months on the 15th. Hang on one second and I will tell you. It's all on InTouch as well. And so the first quarter runs from June because, our year ends in June. So it's June 16th through September the 15th. Quarter 2 is September the 16th through December the 15th. Quarter number 3 is December the 16th through March the 15th. And quarter number 4 is March 16th through June 15th.
And then the points don't update until after Star Consultant is done. Okay. Then the points add up. Okay. So that way you do know, when your points show up. Okay. All right. So, but I knew, Jessica, you had a question about that. And so I wanted to check to see if you'd ordered your prize or banked them. Okay. So when you're a Star Consultant, this quarter, then you'll have more points and another thing is, when you're a 4-quarter star, you get extra points. But those of you that come in the middle of the year, okay, then sometimes they go ahead and give you extra points, but I'm not for sure like where that deadline, that quarter, how that deadline stops on considering you had 3 quarters or whatever. Okay. So I'm not for sure how that works because it's hard. Say, let's just say Annette and Jessica, they didn't start in the beginning of the year. Okay. For July, they didn't start in July. They started in, say, November or whatever. All right. So there's no way you could have been a 4-quarter star. Do you see? Because you come in like in the middle of the year. So I know sometimes they do that, like with you being a Star Consultant, 2 quarters or whatever, they'll count that as a 4-quarter. It just depends on when you come into Mary Kay. Okay. All right. So does anybody have any questions about that? Anybody? All right. And so I'm going to go in and we're going to talk about seminar again. Okay. But I'm going to pull something up here for y'all to look at. And Tess just said, how Kelly breaks things down? Well, you're right, Tess. Here it is. Okay. Breaking things down. Let me see. Okay. I want to make sure. Okay. I'm going to be talking about seminar here, you guys, because it is open. Okay. I'm just see if I can shrink that just a tad there. All right, so I want y'all to look at this. When people think, how do I pay for seminar? How much is this going to cost? All right, and actually this is someone else like created this, but they're at a different hotel than we are. And I will tell you, I don't stay at the Mary Kay hotels. They're more expensive. And I try to go less expensive hotels for people, but still nice hotels. Okay. And I call hotels and I try to get, discounts for us and things like that. So I want to show y'all here. Can y'all read this, the breakdown? And I'll post it too on our page so that way you can kind of look at it. So registration cost you $250. Okay. That's what registration costs. If you're a brand new consultant, all right, I think it should only cost you $225. Now, again, Annette, is that what it cost you was $225? Okay, and Jessica, it probably will only cost you $225 too, probably, for new consultants, all right? Okay, and then it's open right now for all Salesforce, for everybody to get registered, okay? Now, it says airfare. Now, this is one thing, thank goodness those that are local to the DFW area, of course, we don't have to pay for airline tickets, okay, airfare. So one thing I know, like other people have to do airfare, all right, start checking your flights, okay, start checking now. Well, let me just tell you, I have it on my phone saved in my notes. And let me just kind of give you some days to check airline airfare because they're cheaper. And so let me pull that up. These are the days. So y'all write this down, and it's airline specials. The best days to look at. Spirit runs specials on Mondays and Wednesdays, and that's Spirit. Okay. Southwest runs specials on Thursdays and Saturdays. My go-to is always first is Southwest, always, because number one, you don't have to pay for your luggage. Okay. You're allowed 2 pieces of luggage and 1 carry-on. Okay. And let me just tell y'all, you want to make sure that you'll have several different clothes, so I always take my 2 always, and I always have 1 carry-on, okay, like a roller luggage, okay, plus your purse. So really you're allowed 3 pieces of luggage, and it's free. Okay, now if you go to Delta, if you go to Spirit, Frontier, you're gonna pay for for luggage. Okay, so my first choice is always Southwest. And if you can't fly Southwest, and go wherever you're wanting to go, then I start looking for others. But then I just know I'm going to have to pack differently. Okay. And I know everybody gripes about the way I pack. So I'm just glad that I'm not a good packer at all. And so I'm just glad I don't have to pack and fly this year for leadership. It's just right here in Dallas, in Fort Worth. So I can just drive my own car if I need to with all my luggage. And nobody has to complain about all my luggage. So, okay, so right there, it's just saying approximately $400 to $450. I have no idea, you guys, what airline costs. Now, I do know that you can go in and it's called Affirm, okay? So Affirm is an app that you can get your airline tickets, and it lets you pay it out, okay? A lot of people don't realize that. So you can go to Affirm, okay, and you can pay out your airfare. Okay, so that's something to think about. All right, but book it now because it's going to be cheaper, if you book it out later. You know what I'm saying? Instead of closer to time. Okay, so always just definitely seminar starts on, let me get this smaller right here, the 26th through the 29th. Okay, and that's July, that's starts on a Wednesday. Is that correct, y'all? I've got my calendar here. July 26th is on a Wednesday, and it's going to end on Saturday, the 29th. Okay, and I know I was talking to Patricia yesterday or the day before, and we were just talking about seminar stuff. And she was saying that like they're going to stay one extra day because it's over like at noon on Saturday, that last day. And so they're going to stay that extra night and then drive home on that Sunday. All right. So that's just something to kind of think about there. All right. Flying in it opens up on Wednesday as far as the day 0, and that's what we consider the 26th is day 0, and that's where you pick up your packet and all of that. Okay, so and then it says let me pull this up a little bit more. Okay, now here it says
Hey, Kelly,
yes,
say that again. Day 0 is what?
day 0 is going to be on the 26th.
On the 26th?
Day 1 is the 27th.
Okay.
Day 2 is the 28th, and day 3 is the 29th, and it's over at noon.
Okay. So on day 0, all you really do is pick up your packet. Is that correct?
Yeah, but there's also vendors. You definitely want to, have the time to go through vendors and that type of stuff. Okay. Because it shows the new products that are coming out, all of that. And then also that night is going to be our awards night. Okay. The Future Spark Area Awards night. And that's on that Wednesday evening.
Can I ask a question about that?
Uh-huh.
You have to qualify for that?
No, that's everybody's welcome. Okay. Everybody comes. And this year I go on Thursday to talk to the hotel, the Embassy Suites, about a banquet room. And so that's where I prefer to do it, is at the hotel, to where nobody's having to drive anywhere or anything like that. And so that's what I'm going to try to work on. I just have to get the price of the dinner and things like that. Now, this one right here, if you look here on this page again, it says Future Shine National Area Gathering. And so ours is, of course, Future Spark National Area. And so this says $30. Now, that is, hopefully, it's not going to be more than 30. But I go with what the hotel, charges. And I don't think I think I've had to charge before, and it's a dinner. It's a sit down dinner. I prefer going somewhere where y'all just buy your own meal, but sometimes it's just not the best situation and the setting and all of that. So I prefer the banquet at the hotel. Okay. But I mean, the cost, but you get for what you pay, for sure, because it is a nice full course meal. Okay. So that says $30. So kind of count on $30 right now. Now, here is the great thing. It says hotel times 4 nights. Okay. So, I mean, that depends on you coming in. Now, this is where I've been more lenient with it, but I'm going to have to get a little bit more like, just, I don't know what the wording is, but just more like explain to everybody how it needs to work. Okay. So it says here, hotel 4 nights. And if you say that you are going in on day 0 and you're staying 3 nights, make sure that your roommates are staying all 3 nights. Okay. All right. Because if you have a roommate say, oh, I'm going to only stay 2 nights, I'm not staying all 3. Well, then that messes up the splitting of the hotel. Okay. Because then one person says, oh, I'm only going to pay for 2 nights. Well, then those other ones are going to have to eat the difference. Do you see what I'm saying? And you have to plan on that. You have to know what you're paying. Okay. And so to me, it's if you stay 1 night or 4 nights, everybody pays the same. Okay. And if you choose to leave a day early, okay, then that's fine, but it's paying the same for everyone, because it makes it too hard to split the hotels. Okay. And I hope y'all see what I'm talking about as being fair. That's just being fair to everybody. Okay. And I usually let the roommates figure that out, but I think it's just fair for everyone to just know if you come in 2 nights, 3 nights, make sure your roommates are staying the same. Okay. So that way or your roommate says, I'm only going to stay 2, but I'll pay for all 3. Okay. 3 nights. So this right here is 4 nights with 3 in a room and 4 in a room. I want y'all to look at the prices of this hotel. I want y'all to look what they're paying. Okay. $542 for 3 nights. If there's 3 people in a room, it's going to cost someone $542. If there's 3 people in a room, that's what it's going to cost each person. Y'all, do you know what ours is? No more than 150. I think it's 143. So if there's 3 in a room, okay, each person's going to pay. So I think it's $145. Okay. Y'all, that is nothing compared to 500 and something. Now, if y'all don't like the hotel and you want to go down and you want to stay at the big hotel downtown that's connected to the convention center, more power to you. More power to you. I don't do that because I don't do lines. Okay. I don't like to stand in lines. I don't want to wait on an elevator. That is just me. And so I have done, what's that name of that hotel that's connected to the convention center? Y'all help me out. What is that? Omni. Yes. Y'all, let me just tell you. I wish, Dee, was it you and Caroline Miller that walked the stairway? Dee Jonas, are you on here? Unmute.
Yes, me and Caroline Miller and I think it was Patty.
Yes,
all
it was.
walked
Yes.
21 floors. We were
Because
dying by the time we reached the bottom.
because they could not get on the elevator.
It was
Okay,
horrible.
because it was too long of lines. And so they were trying to get to class on time and they walked the elevator. Now, walked the stairway. Let me just tell you, Caroline Miller is in her 70s and she
Mhm.
walked all those flights.
Yeah.
Kelly, you know what I did? I got on the, I cheated and I got on the catering elevator. And I thought, I'm just going to get on the employee, staff elevator. And that's what I did. And so, but could you imagine carrying if you were checking out with your luggage and had to carry all your luggage down? Okay. So trust me, y'all, I've been to enough seminars to know, trust me, what's the best places to stay and not to do the lines and all that. So just trust me. And I try to look for better prices for you. Okay. So look at that right there. It says $542. If there's 4 in a room, it's $406. Okay. So y'all, if there's 4 in your room, it's going to even be less than $145. Okay. All right. And these are embassy suites. So it's got the couch, that extra room, so definitely you could even sleep 5 in there if you wanted to, but I don't know. I've packed them in. We've had 7 in our room. We've had 9 in a room before. Okay. Nobody likes to stay with me. So, okay. All right. Now it says food and incidentals. Okay. So the food and incidentals here, it says approximately $150. Okay. So that's up to you, how much you want to bring for food. Okay. Money. So, but we do, eat out, but we try not to, seriously, we're not going to like steakhouses or anything like that. I know the last day on the 30th or the 29th, we do go to El Phoenix on the last day. It's over at noon and we all go to El Phoenix for lunch and then we say our goodbyes from there. Okay. So make sure you don't have your flight till about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. If you're flying out that day, because we all, try to go, we get out at noon, we go eat. And then of course, then you would leave to go to the airport. So at least, later that afternoon to where you can go. Everybody enjoys that part. Okay. So it says 150. And I always say that's just really seriously, that's depending on what you want to bring for food. Okay. And then it just says right here, total cost, if you add all of that up, you guys, it's $14.22, okay, for 3 people in a room. And if there's 4, it's $12.86. And that she's just looking at that, you know, like what it would be the cost of airfare and all of that. Now, ours is not that expensive, okay, because of the hotel. Y'all are taking $300 off of that, okay, at least $300 off of that. All right. So now, how do you pay for it? Here is the breakdown. How do you pay for it? How can I pay for this? All right. And so this is going into a facial. If you have a facial and your facial purchase is $85, okay, you take 40% of that is your profit. Okay, then that's $34. So do you see how the breakdown is? One party is $400, 40% profit. You know, you figure that up. It says if there's 2 parties, says right, or 2 parties, 200 each. So that's $200. Your profit is 160. Do you see the breakdown? And do you see how it says 4 reorders? Right here is $80. And so that right there is $274 out of your profit. That pays for your registration. Now let's work on, you know, the parties, like going and paying for airfare and that type of stuff. So break it down. You don't have to have your room money until you get there. Okay. You don't have to have food money until you get there. All right. Right now, the things that's out of pocket is getting registered and your airfare. Those are things that are out of pocket. Okay. Right now you have to look at. Okay. So I'm going to post this. I want y'all to look at this. And this just shows you how you can pay for all of, you know, your expenses out of all of that. All right. And what's your total out of your profits. Okay. So don't take it out of if you take it out of your personal funds, then pay it back just like this. Okay. Pay it back. If you're putting it on a credit card or whatever, say, okay, I'm going to have this paid back by the end of the month to where you're not paying interest. Do it just like this. Okay. And just pay it back. That way you can get registered, but then go back and just say, okay, you know, and if you have to have accountability to your spouse, okay, then say, okay, I'm putting this on our credit card, but I'm going to turn around and I'm going to pay you the money. That way you can put it on the credit card. If you have someone that you're accountable to, you know, financial, that way they see you are being accountable and paying that back. Okay. And I mean, it's good just to see your income, you know, your profit and how you're making the money and paying for something. That's just like if you want to buy new furniture, figure out how much it is and break it down just like this. Break it down. Okay, this is what I need to have, how many parties I need, and then how much is my profit, all of that. Break it down. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions about that? Anybody? Everybody's good? Okay. All right. So, and I know, you know, just talking about seminar, I know it's money, but y'all, it's life changing. It's life changing. And so I just pray that every one of you will do everything you can to get to seminar, because it is life changing. Okay. All right. So, okay. So I'm going to move on and just talk really quick about just the end of the month stuff. Okay. So just so you know that Sunday is the last day of the month. Again, Sunday is the last day for you to order your gift a child stuff. Okay. And then another thing is, I think I'd pulled it up, but I don't think I ever got to it, was this, you know, we've got, I'm pulling up here. Oh, right here, if you are going to seminar, right here, how many of you want to earn some cash going to seminar? Okay. And you think, oh, I want to earn enough to where I don't have to pay for my room. Here is how you can earn cash. Okay. So this here, Christy, I know you're going to love it. Okay. It's checking the boxes. Okay.
I've already checked the boxes. Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you. Okay. And so y'all print this off and check the boxes. Okay. And so like right here, it says be a star. If you were a quarter star last quarter and you plan to be a quarter that, a star this quarter, you've got two check marks right there. Okay. And then here it says add a great start team member. All right, in quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and it goes all the way through, but it started back in January. Okay, you've got to have at least 5. All right, but you can count those. Okay, the 600. Okay, so I know a lot of you've already got that done. So it's your right here, it's got to be 4 out of 6. And that started back in January, doing 600 every single month. Okay. And so you've got to have 4 out of 6 months. And then it says interviews. And then if you go down to the bottom here, it says for more rewards. So when you have 7 squares done, 7 squares, you get $25 from your director. Christy, how many do you already have?
I think 8.
Woohoo! So you got $25 coming to you. All right. Now, let me just tell you, you only get it when you go to seminar. Okay. That's the only way you get this money, because this is to help you pay for seminar. Okay. That's why those funds are there. Okay. Is to help you pay for seminar. And so if you say, okay, I earned this much, I earned $100, but I'm not going to seminar. Well, I'm sorry. It's only for those that are going to seminar. Okay. And you get your money cash at our awards banquet.
Look, they could just give it to me. That'll be all right.
Yeah. Just pass it on. So anyway, so I want y'all there's so many things on here. Win with at least 3, it says 3 or more squares. Okay, so it's 7 squares, and then it goes up to 12 squares, you get $50 cash, 16 squares, 75 cash, and 21 squares, and then 26. And so you could get up to $125. Okay, you could get up to $125, and then becoming a sales director. Okay, then become a sales director, and you get 150 cash for becoming a sales director. Okay, there you go. All that money. Is there still time to become a director? Yes. Y'all just get your 8 in. Get 8 active and go in May 1st. You can do this between May and June. Do it in 2 months. There's people that do it all the time in 1. Okay, it can be done. Just get your 8 active. Okay. All right. So there, I wanted to make sure y'all knew about that and you're tracking it. All right. And then the last thing here is new products that are coming out for you to earn new products. And so for a 300 wholesale order, I'm looking for my graphic here and I cannot find it, you guys. Let me see. I'm almost done. Let me pull it up. Oh, that didn't work. Let me go here. Seminar. Anybody have any questions while I'm looking this up?
Christy does.
Okay, Christy. Oh, yes. Look at you go. You are filling in the chicks. Now, look at you, little chickie. All right. So I need to sit down and fill mine out. I've got mine printed, but I haven't went back and looked at it. And y'all, it's for the whole month. Just take your tickets and look at all that, and your date book and look at all that. Okay. So very good, Christy. How many chicks do you have filled out?
I have 11.
11. Awesome. Okay, great. Connie, what is yours right there? Not Connie, Annette. Is that your chicks?
Annette, unmute. We can't hear
I
you.
know, I can't hit the right button, sorry.
Is that
Um,
your chicks?
I have 10.
Great. Awesome. Good for you. That is great. Y'all, I mean, it just gives you something to track on. Thank you, Tess. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay. So Tess sent this to me. That way I didn't have to go in and search for it. This right here, I will post it again. Okay. This is earning new summer products, So when you have at least a 300 wholesale in for the month, okay, then you get the summer sample pack. All right. So which is going to be books and, samples of lipsticks and things like that. When you have 600, you get a full size product plus the sample packet. Okay. 1,000. Okay. Which I know a lot of you are so close to that 1,000 already. I mean, y'all check that because you could be $3 off from that 1,000. Check it. Okay. You get 3 full size products. Okay. And the sample packet. And then the 2,000 wholesale, 6 full size products and the sample pack. Okay. So check your totals because so many of you might miss it by $3. So check that. Mary Kay doesn't give us, if I called Mary Kay and said, oh, Mary Kay, I missed our consultant by $3. Can you please give that to me last quarter? You know what they would say? Sorry, they won't do it. Okay. They will not. And so that is the same here. Okay. We've got to learn the tracking. Okay. And know where we're at, know our numbers. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share the screen real quick for our queens. Are y'all ready? Here we go. So I want to say congratulations to Christy, Vicki, Jessica, and Annette, all for turning in their Google Docs, okay, for recognition. So congratulations. And so for Queen of Faces goes to Annette for Queen of Faces. So congratulations, Annette. She had 8 faces, you guys, 8. So Annette, come on and tell us how many of the in-person Waverly party did you do?
So that was all that party.
That was 8 people in person.
No, it's 6, isn't it? It's 6, not 8.
Well, I don't know. My glasses, I can't see it. I got to get it bigger. Okay,
It's 6.
So it's all the 6 people there. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So 6 people. And, Annette, you could have, counted the virtual too for the color.
I actually think I did. I think that 5 of those was the party and the other one was
Okay, was the virtual. Okay.
It was virtual.
All right. And then Jessica did one facial. So congratulations. Woohoo. Okay. All right. Next is how many sharing appointments. So Christy had 1 sharing appointment. And so congratulations, Christy. So you've got to have at least 2, okay, to be queen of sharing. So, but this is where I see that we really need work on, okay, is the sharing. All right, on sales. So Annette was our queen of sales. So congratulations, Annette, for a $796 week. And so Annette, do you know how many hours you worked?
No, I didn't count. And my party ended up being, it was kind of long.
Okay.
It took
All
me
right.
a while.
Well, and it's just learning how to, count that and just cutting things down. Okay.
I didn't really track that. So.
Okay. All right. But y'all track that. All right. But congratulations, $796 week. Congratulations. Wow. And then Christy was our runner up for a $380 week. Congratulations, Christy. So proud of you. And Jessica had a $117 week. So congratulations. Just think if you do $100 a day, okay, what you could do. Okay. And then the next one is new leads. And so that was new names. Christy, congratulations, Christy. You got 5 new names. So, and how did you get those, Christy?
Just talking to strangers.
No, you. Okay, all right. And you're getting their name back.
I'm sorry?
And you get their name and phone number back, or they
Yeah,
text
I
it to
do.
you.
I do. Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yep.
That is great. Okay, and then I'm going down to bookings. And so for bookings, Annette and Jessica tied. So congratulations to y'all. And so y'all tied with, each of you have one new booking. So congratulations.
So
And then,
I have to tell you, I finally made myself sit down and call people. So I called 10 people and I got one booking.
that's great. You got the one booking, and it just, I mean, just think if you didn't even call those 10.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's numbers, you guys. And if you say, I'm not getting anything, I'm not getting any bookings, I'm not getting any response, y'all, it's all in the numbers. Okay. And so we just have to up those numbers of, you know, calling and texting and those leads. Okay. And that's where, again, if you do 10 a day, y'all, that 10 and 10, it works every time. So congratulations. All right. And then the last one is pink tickets. Okay. And so that's going to go to Annette again for 8 pink tickets. So congratulations, Annette. So Annette, you are our triple queen for tonight, triple queen for Queen of Faces, Queen of Sales, and Queen of pink tickets. So congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
then our runner up goes to Christy. All right. Which is 5 pink tickets. So congratulations. And so, Christy, that makes you queen of new leads this month and runner up in sales. Okay. So y'all, when I look at these, I see where we need work. Okay. And it's the sharing. It's the sharing of appointments. And so we are going to be talking about that in the morning. Okay. Is sharing and just going that full circle. Okay. And sharing appointments. Okay. So the last thing is I want to, let me think. The last thing is I probably won't have, remember the brush? Remember for everybody that did PCP, I have to go back and get all of that. I haven't forgot. There's the brush that Tess is showing everybody. Okay. And so I'll probably do that drawing on Wednesday because I have to go back into all the directors groups and see who all did the PCP. So directors, if y'all would look at that, that would help me. Tess says, no, too bad. If y'all would go in and look and see who all in your unit did PCP and then like text it to me. And so that would help me out a lot. So to where I don't have to go to both. Okay. All right. So anyway, so does anybody have any questions? Anything? Okay. So remember tomorrow morning, all right, our Jesus Calling in 100 Days Believing Bigger. And then I'm going to be talking about sharing, you guys. And I really hope that everybody can be on in the morning at 6:30, just because that's so important part of our business is the sharing. Okay. All right. So sharing is caring. Yes, it is. It's sharing is caring. Tess, you're just on it tonight. Okay. Yes. All right, y'all. One thing is y'all please pray for Patricia. Okay. Please keep her in your prayers as her husband passed away. And I know a lot of people are asking or wondering. He had went in for heart surgery and he had a cardiac arrest twice. Okay. During surgery, and he just never recovered from that. So y'all please keep her and the family in your prayers. Okay. There's not a funeral or a memorial. They are going to do something in May on Brian's birthday. Okay. For memory, memory for Brian. And so they will be doing something then. So anyway, so y'all keep them in your prayers. Keep Christy's husband, Randy, in your prayers. He's still in the hospital. And so, Christy, do you want to tell us real quick how he's doing?
Well, right now he's mad at me, but because I chose not to go to the hospital today. I was just exhausted. I left work early. I came home. I laid down and took a nap for 4 hours. I called him and said, hey, I'll see you in the morning. And he said, well, okay, I guess I'll see you when I see you, and hung up the phone.
Oh, no. Oh.
But then he did call me back. They're gonna do the cardiac aversion in the morning at 8:30. So
Okay.
I'll go over in the morning after we get off our call and go be there when they do that. And then they're talking like they might send him home tomorrow if he does okay. If not,
Okay.
it'll be Wednesday.
Okay. Well, we'll be praying for him and praying for you too. So,
Mm.
yeah. And I know you were at the hospital. I mean, on and off all weekend, I'm sure. So, yes. So, all right. So just continue, to pray for them. And I know there's unspoken prayers here. And so we just want to make sure we lift everybody up in our prayers. Okay. So Dee, do you want to close in prayer tonight? Okay. And keep Dee, when is your next chemo treatment?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. And that will be her third. So you'll be halfway done,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
So yes, halfway done. And I love your wig. I love that
Thank
one.
you.
So I love the short little bob. I love that. So very
Thank you.
cute. Okay. So y'all keep Dee in your prayers as she goes for her third treatment this week.
Mhm.
Okay, Dee.
Lord, we're so thankful for everyone that is on the call tonight. And I just bring before you Christy's husband, Randy, that you will touch his body and be with him with the procedure in the morning and let him come out quickly and heal quickly. And Lord, we pray for our precious director, Patricia, that you'll be with her. I know this is very hard when you lose a spouse. And so I just pray that you will be with her, that you will comfort her and bring peace and let her know that you're right there by her side. And Lord, I just pray for my chemo treatment on Thursday, that I go through it with flying colors and not be sick. And I praise you so far that I've not been real
Yes.
sick. And Lord,
Yes.
I just pray that we take all the training tonight and put it to good work, and that you'll bless our efforts, and we'll praise you in thy precious name. Amen.
Amen. So we love y'all and we will see you in the morning. All right. Bye-bye. Congratulations to everybody. Bye-bye.